Okay, so let's talk about kids' audio. And I want you to forget everything you think you know about it, because we're about to dive into this hidden universe that's just, it's bursting with creativity. It's this whole world made just for kids' ears.
Seriously, when I say kids audio, what pops into your head? Is it, those super simple, repetitive songs that get stuck in your head for days? Yeah, if that's what you're thinking, you're only seeing the tiniest little corner of a much, much bigger picture.
And this slide really just lays it all out, right? The shift is huge. On one side, you've got the old way, the classics like 10 Little Monkeys, and hey, those are great. But on the other side, whoa. The new wave is a completely different animal. We are talking indie rock for indie kids, really smart story podcasts, and get this, solar-powered electro-grunge. I'm not making that up. This isn't some tiny niche thing anymore. It's a full-blown creative movement.
Okay, so where do you even begin to find all this cool stuff? That's a great question, and that's where our first group comes in. Let's call them the music curators. In a world full of algorithms just feeding you the same old thing, these are actual people, passionate hosts and producers, who act as your personal guides to this incredible new world of sound.
And the variety here is it's amazing. For instance, you've got a show like Spare the Rock, Spoiled a Child, which is all about delivering fantastic indie music for families who dig bands like They Might Be Giants. Then you've got the Saturday Morning Cereal Bowl, which is kind of like your classic fun for the whole family weekly show. Or you could check out Earth Kids Radio, which pulls together global music for, pretty much everyone from babies to grandparents. The main thing to get here is that no matter what your family's vibe is, there's a curator out there for you.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. John Flansburgh from They Might Be Giants, a legend, right? He puts it perfectly. He says, "Spare the Rock doesn't spoil the child," and that's why everybody loves it. And that just says it all. We're talking about music that parents actually enjoy listening to, not just something you have to put up with in the car.
Okay, so music is a huge part of this, but it's not the whole story, not by a long shot. The world of podcasts for kids, actual narrative stories, has absolutely exploded. These are what I like to call the story weavers. They take the wildest, most amazing ideas from a kid's imagination and spin them into these epic audio adventures.
And a perfect example of this? The Story Pirates. Okay, so get this. They're this award-winning group that takes stories written by actual kids and then turns them into these super professional, hilarious sketches and catchy songs. And the people they get to perform them, it's unreal. We're talking big names like Kristen Bell, Lin-Manuel Miranda, even Julie Andrews.
The way they do it is it's magical. It all starts with a simple idea from a kid. It could be anything. A story about a talking towel, or what a hamster does all day at the office. Then that little spark of an idea gets handed over to this team of incredible professionals, actors, musicians, comedians, and they transform it into this fully produced sketch or a song that, I promise you, you'll be humming for days. It's such a powerful way to show kids that their ideas matter, that they're valuable, and absolutely worth celebrating.
And, making a kid's imagination feel important can happen in a lot of different ways. So while Story Pirates turns those ideas into comedy and songs, another fantastic podcast called Ear Snacks does something a little different. It uses those ideas as a jumping-off point for curiosity. It's all centered around kids' own voices, exploring these wonderfully deep questions like, can a person be a bell? Or how do slides even work? It's really all about looking at the world through that natural sense of wonder that kids just have.
All right, so we've got the curators who find all the great music, and we've got the storytellers spinning these amazing yarns. But who are the people actually making all this stuff? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the artist behind the mic, because this is where the sheer diversity of this whole scene just absolutely shines.
Okay, first up, Poco Drum. And no, that is not a typo. We're talking about family-friendly electro-grunge. Think fuzzy guitars, synths, and the whole thing is recorded in a solar-powered tiny house. How cool is that? It just completely blows up any stereotype you might have about what kids' music is supposed to sound like.
And then you have incredible new talent coming up, like Bascat15. This kid is a 10-year-old guitar prodigy from Ukraine. He started playing when he was just 6, and he's already winning international music contests. His story is so important because it shows this whole movement isn't just about adults making music for kids. It's also a platform that's lifting up and empowering these amazing young artists themselves.
And you'll find that the creators in this space are often these seriously talented people from totally different fields. Take Pierce Freelon. This guy isn't just a Grammy-nominated musician. He's also a politician and an educator. We're talking about people who are dedicated to taking all their skills and talent and pouring them into creating really meaningful, high-quality stuff for families.
And one more example, you have groups like Two of a Kind. They're an award-winning husband and wife duo, and their music is all about community, diversity, and actually trying to make a difference in the world. And that's really the key thing to see here.
This whole genre is just packed with artists who aren't just super talented, they're also really mission-driven.
Okay, so we've looked at the curators, the storytellers, the artists behind it all. Now let's tie it all together. Let's talk about why this whole hidden universe of audio really truly matters for families right now. I mean, it's a fair question, isn't it? There's so much content out there for kids. Why should families go out of their way to find this stuff? Why does it even matter if it's indie rock or a story about a talking washing machine?
Well, here's why. Because it is so much more than just entertainment. It sparks creativity. Think about a kid hearing their own story turned into a professional song. It builds empathy because it introduces kids to all these diverse voices and different ways of seeing the world. It really fosters that family connection because it's music and stories that everyone, parents included, can actually enjoy together. And it even introduces sophisticated musical ideas, which helps promote this deep, lifelong curiosity about the world.
So when you look at the big picture, what we're talking about here isn't just a random pile of songs and stories. It's a real, cohesive, creative movement. It's this rich ecosystem of artists and storytellers and curators who are all dedicated to one thing: creating smart, funny, and meaningful audio that actually respects kids for the intelligent, curious people they already are.
So really, the only question left to ask is, with this entire hidden universe just waiting for you to press play, what will your family discover first?